Bonjour à tous, donc comme vous avez pu le voir dans le titre, on va s'intéresser à la quête de Raiden. Donc pour la quête de Raiden, on est sur la deuxième partie, donc avant de pouvoir faire la avant de pouvoir commencer la deuxième partie, on va devoir les farmer les clés. Donc du coup on va faire les petites missions qui vont bien. On en a une ici, ça fait déjà 2. 3, 1, 2, 3 et la quatrième je sais pas où elle est. On va déjà commencer par celle-ci. On va mettre suivre, comme ça il va tout enchaîner. J'ai déjà commencé par celle que j'ai vue. En plus j'ai ma team favorite, donc ça devrait aller très rapidement. Surtout s'il y a du fight. Pour la qualité de l'image, normalement on devrait avoir une meilleure qualité que j'ai proposé jusqu'à présent. Et là je suis en partage avec mon téléphone et a priori ça a l'air de passer mieux, donc on va voir ce que ça va donner. Je vais remettre le rendu final, mais a priori on aurait une meilleure qualité avec le téléphone. Éliminer le noyau de la tempête, d'accord. Donc on va dire on n'est pas encore tout à fait au bon endroit. En plus on a tout ce qu'il faut. Alors, je vais peut-être prendre un archer à la limite en plus.
Rain cutter. Judgment. Rain outlines your fate.
Voilà, la première est terminée. On va passer à la suivante. Donc, il y en a une un peu plus bas normalement. Voilà, il y en a une là et la deuxième là-bas.
Now you shall perish.
Les 8 adversaires. Pour récupérer les petits trucs qui vont bien. Hop.
Shine down. You can't run. Punish me. Yeah. There is no escape.
Le suivant c'est fait. On va attaquer la suivante. Mission suivante, elle est là. Et comme j'ai activé le GPS, la suivante elle sera affichée directement. Comme ça ira beaucoup plus vite pour le repérage. On récupère en même temps ça.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. You can't run. Punishment.
Et enfin la dernière. Qui va me permettre de débloquer la quête donc, de la Raiden.
Insolent. Inazuma shines eternal. Rain outlines your fate. Judgment. You can't run.
Seulement pour qu'on
Rain cutter. Judgment. Light out.
terminé, on va récupérer un petit peu tout ce qui traîne. Oui, il faut pas oublier grand chose. Ah, si là-bas, je vois un truc, je sais pas ce que c'est.
This will slow things down.
Un petit champignon. Comme les ingrédients des ennemis, je les ai déjà récupérés. On va aller à mon stat, récupérer les récompenses. Et après on va pouvoir attaquer avec la quête de la Raiden.
Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for completing to Ad Astra Abyss.
Alors là, je sais pas si je vais pouvoir récupérer tout de la récompense. Si, c'est bon, je peux tout récupérer. Parce que eux, c'est en 20 heures, alors que les autres, c'est en 15 heures. Mais l'avantage de cela, c'est qu'il m'offre un petit bonus de Mora. Donc là, j'ai la partie Mora avec le bonus qui va bien. Et au-dessus, c'est 15 heures. Mais là, par contre, c'est les cristaux. Là, normalement, j'ai tout fait. Voilà. crois que j'ai encore des récompenses. Ah non. Je pensais avoir des récompenses, mais non, à mon avis, ça va être les 4 là, à terminer. Pourquoi il dit que j'ai un truc? Ah, c'est ici, ok. Voilà, level 12, qu'est-ce qu'on récupère? Des cristaux, ok, ça marche. Donc qu'est-ce qu'il nous reste à faire? Ah oui, à débloquer les quêtes de la Raiden. Sur ce, c'est parti, quête de la Raiden, deuxième partie. Clé insuffisante, ah bah oui, forcément, j'ai oublié de mettre récupérer. Voilà. Donc là, c'est Impératrice Imbrosa, partie 2. Impératrice Imbrosa, partie 2. Voilà. Sur ce, on attaque donc la deuxième partie. Et normalement, une fois que j'aurai terminé ces quêtes-là, j'aurai débloqué le boss hebdomadaire de la Raiden.
Astra Abyssosk. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
And I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission.
Rift Hounds? On Narukami Island?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, the sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already? Good. Then you can see that this...
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred Sakura's root system is vast, their main priority is to protect the civilian population. So they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available... The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Towns has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation. You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me... I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have...
Relax. We'll be back before you...
C'est parti, la deuxième partie qui débute, donc là, on doit aller. Je pense que le mieux c'est de partir là-dessus. Non, on sera plus en hauteur par ici. Ça sera peut-être plus pratique. Surtout que j'ai pas pris ma team de map, donc je vais avoir un peu plus de mal à faire les escalades. Mais voilà, c'est plus une team celle-ci pour le fight. Allez, sur ce c'est parti. On se dirige par là-bas. Oh, elle a quand même bien mangé quand même. C'est les lits que j'aime pas.
Steady as stone.
You can't run! No, my sword!
avec la barrière. On peut la faire à cause de la barrière.
Time to clean out. There are so many of them. No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed help. Come on, Traveler, you can take them.
Ah, il y en a encore. Le mec est pas ici, il est derrière la raffiche. C'est pas mieux.
You can't run! Yeah. Rain outlines your fate. Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Shogun? Wait, no. Could also be A.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
I'm making early preparations for what is to... Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in...
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you. If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura...
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard... The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil. And their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts. So you've heard of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in the...
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area...
Paimon feels so safe when we're in A's company. Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters... This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
dessus, je la vois la marque, mais je ne sais pas pourquoi ils veulent rien faire. Ok, c'est parce qu'en fait il faut que je suive toutes les traces. Parce que là il y avait le petit triangle qui indiquait où elle était. Je ne croirais pas qu'il soit juste là-dedans. Non.
Shine down.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts, but why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, we will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You don't know? Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless, ferocious, and they will devour every last trace of humanity's...
But look, none of that seems to be going on.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, the almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves. I don't know how long we can hold out for, but if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for...
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But...
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace. There are no monsters. Nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? But how? Just moments ago, I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down.
Huh. I think I understand. Almighty Shogun. Yes, we were right to place our... Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, Some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed an entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words,
So the memories of the ones that died are all...
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened. Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others... The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late, otherwise it would spread to... But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster...
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe, but even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that...
Hey!
Yes. For the longest time, all my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish... But... after my clash with human ambition, when I traveled around Inazuma with you, moving forward, just think of that soldier. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. As Inazuma's god, it is warriors of the past. I will never forget you.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on.
Alors, j'avais vu des petits cailloux à casser. Voilà, ça y est. Ils sont là.
No, my sword!
On va commencer par redonner des points de vie à Noël.
No escape!
On va faire le même pour une cul.
Leave them to me.
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Ils n'arrivent pas à changer de perso. Ah oui, j'en ai qu'un seul. Ok.
Now you shall perish!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize...
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn. I must be prepared for anything. if there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area.
Ah, makes sense. Spoken like a seasoned ship. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell Yashiro Commission about
des
this.
failles encore plus costauds.
Hey,
Ça risque d'être chaud,
the same
vu que
light
je les aime
is
pas
leaking
ceux-là.
out again.
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's...
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the... It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do? Yeah. Sheesh.
I see. So, they have fought. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather And now the Almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then? People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life. But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dream, just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but one thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the past. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful...
Perhaps.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty Shogun for the last time. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then... Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content. The Almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens and... Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious. What a fool I'm making of myself. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves.
Don't worry about it.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is... complicated. It's
Salut.
quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay.
Je suis en train de débloquer le boss hebdomadaire.
To personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now. But at the same time, this one...
I'm also feeling very nostalgic.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for... Police step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my...
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right...
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shogun. The philosophy of life that he shared with us.
You and Makoto had pretty...
Indeed we did. In her eyes, they are similar. When you came charging into the plane... Now...
Wow.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream and ambition is a yearning for something material. Makoto was more concerned...
That's...
To put it simply, Makoto... I didn't understand at the time. I suppose what it comes down to is the Yes, it does. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was... on the surface.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous view, but now... I know...
Almighty Shogun! I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your excellency's youth.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Work hard and live each day to the fullest. That is what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it?
For a tea set himself, would he?
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him.
So we won't get to we didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle. Well, I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major... The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it. You're right. But the things we've seen today, I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably light-hearted. But now, I'd like the events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my...
She died in that disaster?
Yes. She went to Konria. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Yes. It was too late. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. Why did she go to Konria first? And it was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity.
That's quite...
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters.
This is all really hard to understand. Kind of beyond Paimon's level.
Yes. She had such a great... I once told myself that I would never speak of the... But even the tea that is most bitter... And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in...
Brother? I had heard that you were looking for your You mean to say that he was somehow...
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so...
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fight... And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma. And the fate, so... I am afraid I can't...
Oh, well, that's a shame. Boy, both of you have experienced...
With this last cup of tea? Thank you, Destin.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last. Illusion shattered!
Ça pourrait aller par là. Je me demande si ce serait pas des fois dans le puits carrément. J'ai mis le truc, je sais pas ce que c'était. ici. On va utiliser la team map, ça sera peut-être plus pratique. En tout cas, il va falloir que je monte mon Venti parce que c'est le seul qui peut pas suivre dans la team. Les autres sont quasiment à 90 sauf lui. Allez là.
Let's play! Here we go! Thank Barbados! Wait a minute. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Peut-être que je l'ai.
Gather!
Yahoo! Ha! Ha! Let's play!
Moi il faut que j'utilise fait la vidéo là-dessus, ça sert à rien.
Brace yourself.
Par contre, tout à l'heure, j'ai vu un truc. On va voir un petit peu tout ça.
Yahoo! Huh? Catch up.
Ah bah bon. Je continue à suivre les traces. D'accord.
Someone needs assistance. Huh? Let's play. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Le truc c'est qu'on est en train de s'éloigner.
Brace yourself.
is no escape!
I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
Illusion shattered!
C'est par ici, ouais, c'est par là. C'était ça.
Once again, please leave them.
Hey!
Fear not. Fighting... Shine down!
Je vais pas mettre une favori. Ah bah de toute façon je vais c'est que lâcher une.
There is no escape!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Remove all obstacles. Torn to oblivion. There is no escape. Shine down.
Ouais, j'ai quasiment fini. Les ont battus.
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength. We'll deal with it. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Don't. It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never...
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our... This hope is the light that will guide it.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the almighty Shogun!
Shine's eternal!
This is order.
Steady as stone.
Rise!
There is no escape!
Let's play! Time for takeoff. As a good knight should.
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
Bonjour Yuri.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely.
Thank you all.
Are you okay? Me?
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You fought phenomenally. It was true. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this... Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City.
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun safely...
Well, what are you gonna...
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face...
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in...
Oh, thank you all very much. I promise you that I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that...
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we will claim back...
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, you could take the view that whatever I say to them is me. But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it.
Well...
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my... I used to think just like that samurai. That I was... But what Inazuma needs more... Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she... Yes, they are. They are strong, and as the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds seems to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work.
Alrighty then, let's move on. It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over. She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up. What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like the situation... No need. I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami's shrine.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One.
Bon bah à mon avis là ça va être la fin. Parce que son temple il est à peu près dans cette zone là, donc je pense que là on approche. Sous le cerisier. En tout cas, ça m'a tout l'air. On va 44 minutes. En haut 72 mètres.
Solidify!
J'ai l'impression que je suis en train de m'éloigner en fait. On recommence. Donc là c'est en dessous à 93 mètres.
Brace yourself.
On va suivre les escaliers, je pense que ça sera plus simple. De 28 mètres.
We're finally here.
À mon avis, c'est ça. Je pense que c'est son temple.
Where'd the Torii Gate come from?
This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance. It looks like she will know.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto? Where are we
À mon avis, on va aller battre Raiden.
Whoa. This place... Look! It's another egg!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice!
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe but have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted.
Wait! The atmosphere...
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier, as she indicates, but inside a realm of... Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff. Hey, Shogun with the
The rules I set for the Shogun are...
On a peut-être dû changer d'équipe par contre.
No. The Shogun... I would not try to change her.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It inherits A's pain. The pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. Every action undertaken is for this determination, courage, love. Only rules shall remain constant for... Those were my thoughts when I... Now, they are... You wish to make your... I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Be gone! This ends now. Absurd. Strike dead. Inazuma shines eternal. The Kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
To oblivion! Inazuma shines eternal. The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time.
Elle reproche à sa barre de vie.
Inferior. Torn to oblivion. Remove all obstacles. Evasion is futile. Absurd. Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish. Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living being's.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking. One that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her. 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree. It is about time that I learn to trust them. I understand that. I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle may, I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day during my absence.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Je pense que là, on doit avoir terminé la deuxième quête. Vu qu'on a combattu la Shogun. À mon avis, là, ça va se terminer. Alors, est-ce que j'ai débloqué la Shogun ou pas? Je pense pas que la quête se termine. Je pense que c'est la fin de la quête. Allez.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna... She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times. What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might... Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last... Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win the fight? Well, whatever, we can't let anything down. Oh, but we also can't get in there. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice, don't feel Paimon now! Okay. Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly... Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm playing thingies more than we do.
On va aller voir. Il y a Emiko qui va nous ouvrir la porte. contre, j'ai intérêt à changer ma team. Sinon, je risque de pas y arriver. Voilà, là, on est plutôt pas mal. Et descends toi, Cheetah.
Someone's not in the best of moods. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her... You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts... So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help?
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose.
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. First things first. Follow me to the end.
Alors, est-ce qu'on peut y accéder directement ou pas? Non. Pas pour l'instant. Pourquoi c'est marqué en haut? Je pensais que ça aurait été en bas, moi. Ah bah voilà, c'est marqué en bas. On passe à 59 mètres. On va à 37.
There is no escape.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, in other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can...
So, it's abstract, but has a...
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put... Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, this is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if...
What? Alright, well, I might stay here then. You two can go in.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
You... Please had it up to here with both of you!
Oh. Well, if you're quite sure, then of course. I say. Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. By the way, Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination. Well then, the door is open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake and for Inazuma's, please, bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination. You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come?
This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will to over countless battles, not once have you lost. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, for your firm commitment to you bring honor to the title of. Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years. Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took effect was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn sails into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. You have endured. I will endure forever. Witness the illusion shattered. Calamity. There is no escape. Perish. In spirit. Eternity is in my hand. Illusion shattered. Transcend all constraints. The will I carry within me will never be eroded nor destroyed. In spirit. There is no escape. Perish. This is the end. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless. But a will that cannot be eroded. You need not worry about the future. And you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of it, and whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Musou Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to... I noticed it also. Just now in the... This power is beyond... This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only... When I clasped Musou Ishin in my hand, it was at once a familiar feeling. And you have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are... Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call... I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform, but as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then? Like, for real this time?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I left a faint fragment of my will in Musou Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power... a convoluted way to reach you, but... Well... You held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. Oh, but... You never mentioned... Everything happened so suddenly. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust in... I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place... In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. But I know that this must have been... Don't look down on me. See, it was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades, but it is you who must take the most important step.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity,
a place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything...
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this. Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been...
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but you've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection.
No, but I understand...
But don't you think that tree was the
The sacred Sakura is within my...
Nah.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot, and obviously I played... It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out... Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts. Suffice to say, time added... Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you... The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it...
Does that mean... It wasn't by chance that we ended up...
I thought that my first thought was... Has a great... But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You too have my thanks.
Hey, how are you feeling?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But after all,
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. I have to say, she even factored. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerged. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
Makoto said the exact same thing.
Great minds think alike, I wonder. Does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, after that, I will abolish the
Really? That's huge!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis, in which I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward to it.
Bon, je pense que là ça devrait être bon. Normalement la deuxième partie doit être terminée, je pense. Est terminée. Alors tac tac tac. On récupère les récompenses. J'ai pas vu marquer partie 2 terminée. Par contre je vois le temple, il est bien là. Donc c'est bon, on a bien débloqué le temple de la Shogun. Bah, écoutez, une bonne chose de faite. Je vais arrêter là pour l'instant. Je vais voir s'il y a des récompenses éventuellement sur le cerisier. C'est le cas. Voilà. 0 et ici on est à 2. Allez, on va faire. Il vous manque une pierre. Ah oui, c'est parce que j'ai fait triangle au lieu de 3. Go, ça tombe bien, je pense pas que je l'avais cessé. Voilà, c'est quoi? 3 étoiles. Ok. On va avoir Goro. Ah bah si, je l'avais déjà C6. Bon, bah écoutez, voilà. Je vais retourner sur le village que je suis d'habitude par défaut. Voilà. Donc ce sera tout pour cette vidéo. Ciao ciao, à bientôt pour des prochaines vidéos.